Well, hello again, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. I figured out to make a short little update video on some of the projects I've been working on. Of course, everybody knows I've been working on the old HEEP, and I've also been working on the old 78 Ford. Let's see, I did finish up the a couple things with the Ford, and I did a lot of work on the old HEEP. And I didn't vlog that because with the amount of time that I had to work on everything, and being by myself, except for the one job, of course, you know, it's hard to do the whole camera and get this stuff done in a reasonable amount of time. So I didn't vlog the majority of it. But let me give you a little grand tour of the about 90% done. There's only a couple more things left to do. First off, I'll just start with the, I got me some LED pod fog lights, and this is kind of like a halo ring thing. How's that look? Looks pretty good, don't it? Yes, indeed. Sure hope this wind muff is working today, because the wind is kind of kicking ass up here. So I'm actually at one of my favorite, one of my favorite local parks here in my hometown, and well, it's one of my favorite parks for many reasons, but I'll get into that, to the one main reason why I come here today. I'll get into that in a minute. But anyways, if you notice, I went ahead and got new headlights. I got the, you know, they're clear lenses but black housings. I was going to put the LED 1157 bulbs in there, but they flash real fast. I really didn't feel like wiring up that whatever that thing is that you need, and when it comes to brightness, they sucked. Like, you could barely see them things of a nighttime even when they're flashing. So I put regular amber bulbs back in them. I just put new bulbs in them, and instead of a white LED bulb, a 194 there, I put an amber one in there as well, so that way the whole thing lights up amber. So of course, everybody remember the light bar, and I'm not sure if I got this on video yet or not, but I actually got that at Motorama, and pretty decent price. It was like 15 bucks for that sucker. Alright, so, and the obvious, of course, I went ahead and put the lift on. Let's see. Let me see, I'm not sure if you, oh, okay, there you go. Those are HRG, which is Honda Rescue Garage 1-inch lift spacers. And they are, you know, the same front and rear. I did, you know, 1-inch front and rear, and it gave me exactly 1.25 inches front and rear. And of course, the Yokohama Geolander MT, let's see, they are G003s. They are a 215 75 15, and you can see they are a beast of a tire. They really are nice. Overall total, those tires themselves gave me another inch, so 2.25 inches all the way around. So now it sets at literally 32 here, 32 inches. Now I measured from here because that seems to be where everybody measures. So I measured from here to the ground, it's 32 inches. And it's like, give or take, 31.5 to 31.75 in the back. So you can kind of see, I mean, yeah, the front technically does sit anywhere between 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch higher, but you can't really tell. And they make the 1/4 inch shims that I can get a set and put in the back, but I think I'm just going to let it ride. I think it's going to be good. Of course, I kept one of the old tires for a spare. I need to get me another one of the Geolanders to put on there for a spare. But that's pretty much it for the mods of this. And of course, you got this. Let's see, let me get in here, see if you can see it. It's hard to see there. Okay, so you got that pinch weld. Of course, you can see how close it would have been. So that is something that has to be bent in. Of course, I did that. Yeah, see, it's a little close there, but it's all good. But haven't had any clearance issues or nothing like that. So it's been doing pretty good, and they ride real good. They make a little bit of rumble out on the road, but other than that, they've been great. One of the biggest reasons why this is one of my favorite parks up here is because back in 2012, it's actually September 2012, my dad wanted to get some good pictures of him with the fair lane. So I have taken pictures up here of, you know, my Civic and everything, so I figure, well, alright, let's come up here, and this, you know, this is where I brought my Civic and him and his fair lane and took some good pictures. And of course, ultimately, the one picture of him with the fair lane, of course, that's the photo that we use for his obituary and everything. And you know, really good memories that day. That was a really good day, and it was a real good day for him, and he was real happy with all those pictures that we took. For example, insert picture. You know, the picture turned out pretty good. Father and son, right there. So I decided to come up, and you know, this is where I wanted to kind of start my video. And I can't even get out because the wind is blowing so hard. There's no way this wind muff is going to cover that, you know. So but I got out and I took a couple pictures. Insert pictures. And it looks pretty good sitting here. The only thing missing, I don't have Dad in his fair lane sitting next to me, which really sucks. But since the wind is blowing so hard, you can't really do anything up here. Let's just go ahead and transition down to the garage, and I'll show you what's going on with the Ford. There we are in the garage. So let's have a look and see what's going on with this. Header on the passenger side, and if you remember, I had trouble with that one bolt down in there for the driver's side. Well, I finally got that sucker out. I ended up driving it over to a garage that's literally close to mine, and because I've known the guy that works there for a long time, pretty much ever since we were kids. I've known him, and so I call him up one day and it's like, hey man, you think if I bring the old truck over there, you can hit that bolt with a torch and get that thing off there so I can put the other header on? And he said, sure, yeah, bring it on over. So that's what I did. Took it over there, put it up on the rack. He hit it with that torch in like 2 seconds, had that head off. Dropped the manifold right off of it, put a pair of vice grips on the stud and wiggled it back, back and forth a couple times. Come right out. 10 minutes, had the other header on. It's a pretty beast. Yep, now I just got to finish the exhaust. But let me show you what I've got going on with the exhaust for right now. Just temporary, because I decided to run 2.5 inch exhaust. Well, the shifter on the driver's side hits the pipe. So I got to make some adjustments and do something custom. I don't know what I got to do, but let me show you. Yep, as you can see, the only thing I got on there is a couple of dumps. It's really hard to see up in there because I can't really get underneath here very good, but the shifter actually hits on the pipe right there. So I'm actually going to have to do some customizing or something. Good friend of mine, and was also a good friend of my dad, told me about real nice floor shifter kits that they make for these old trucks, and they're decently priced. So I may look into something like that, because the well, let me show you my shifter on the column is actually a little on the messed up side, so I can't really zoom in so you can get a good look at it, but you can't really tell. But this right here, all that is, it's just a little bolt going through there, and you can see it's real loose or whatever. If you're looking at this, you can see that it's way too high. It's setting up there way too far. Okay, so you know, typically it should be around about right here, and the shift rod that's actually attached to this thing that goes down to the shifter on the transmission has an adjustment on it about that far. Usually, typically this the bolt for the shifter to connect, you know, to connect it to the shifter is about halfway through that adjustment. Well, I had to put it all the way at the end of it so it wouldn't miss the pipe, and it still hits just a little bit. The bolt down on the shifter actually still hits on it, so you know, I can't go, obviously you can't go down to first or second gear on this thing, but I don't feel like I need first or second gear in it, but still it kind of sucks. And then of course when I go to push the shifter up, you know, this plastic is broke. On here you can see it's like, I mean, it comes up and everything, so it hits it every time. Maybe in the near future sometime there may be a floor shifter put in this thing. I think Dad would really like that. I think he would have been cool with that, and I won't have to worry about it hitting the exhaust. And if I wanted to run 3-inch exhaust eventually down the road, I could, but for right now just 2.5 is all. That's all we're going to run. I just want to show you this picture right here. This picture was actually taken September 2012 of Dad with this truck, which was the same day that we took those pictures of him with the Fairlane and me in my car up there at that park. So that's why this picture will always ride shotgun with me in the truck. Don't mind my junk over there, it's an air cleaner, some other stuff that Dad's left in the truck. Yeah, everybody, you know, I got a new seat. I'm gonna get some new carpet and everything coming, but that way Dad's always riding shotgun with me. So that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to make a short update video of the projects and how everything's been going. But as you can see, I finally was able to finish the header project on the truck. Truck still runs pretty good. It's loud as all get out, but I gotta get the carburetor tuned a little bit, because that's actually beyond my capabilities, because I honestly don't know how to do that. So it really smokes it up bad in here, and you got to roll it out real quick. So I'm not going to fire it up for this video, but that will be coming soon, so I'll have something like that in there. But and as you can see, for the HEEP, you know, got a lot done on it, and have a few pretty good events coming up within the next few weeks, and of course this whole season. So stay tuned to the channel. I've got a ton of content coming. It's been a little slow here lately because we're just getting back into the season, and so we'll see you guys at the in our next adventure.